E aí, pessoal, tudo bem? Como é que você tá? Olha, hoje eu tô aqui na Califórnia e eu vou te ensinar como cortar a carne americana aqui, de acordo com a ideia do churrasco americano, American Barbecue. E também a gente vai fumar a carne, né? Smoke the meat, e você vai ver um monte de coisa aí. Vai ser em grande parte em inglês, então aproveita para você praticar o seu listening, ok? E se você, como eu, gosta de viajar e tem medo de se não se comunicar bem em inglês, acesse o meu site aqui embaixo, inglêspomodoro.com.br, e você vai descobrir como aprender inglês aí para qualquer viagem no mundo em 90 dias, tá? Então vamos lá. Vamos agora em inglês, hein? Deixa seu like, inscreva-se, siga o canal. So, okay, here I'm with my friend Cody.
Oi.
Oi. And Cody, what we're gonna do with this meat? Let me show you the meat.
Okay. Well, the meat right here is called a tri-tip.
Tri-tip.
It's not a meat that you necessarily see in a lot of places in the U.S., but it's more prevalent on the West Coast. The reason it's called a tri-tip is because...
Why is it more prevalent in the West Coast?
It's just the different cut of meat. So different butchers cut the cow different ways.
Okay.
So this is a cut of meat that normally the butcher would cut differently on the East Coast. Here on the West Coast, we keep it all together, and it's called a tri-tip because you got these 3 points.
Tri-tip.
Yes, so you got the 3 tips.
Correct.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to trim it up a little bit. Right here on the top is good. This what you got right here is the fat. So you want a little bit of fat, but you don't want it too heavy. This is called marbling. So you want some marbling to it. Yeah, because that's going to get some flavor into it. It's going to add to it. Juice really sticks in there good, and it's going to help your tri-tip. You'll see here on the back side, though, this back cap is a little thicker. So you see that thickness? So what you're going to want to do is get that off.
The whole thing.
So you see, so you see here, once I cut a little bit of that off, you can see what you're getting, what you're starting to work towards. Is what you want to do is get it to where maybe you have a little bit in there, but you don't have this big, thick piece.
Okay.
Because although you think you want fat, you don't want so much that it's blocking it from getting your juices and your spices and everything into the meat. And it wouldn't taste right if you have so much fat on it. So what you want to do is just skim it over the top and get this fat off. It'll come up pretty easy. You don't have to worry about if you go a little too deep in some spots, because I mean you're going to be losing a little meat, but it's not going to hurt your overall process.
Yeah.
So
you got to take it off.
It's getting this off. So once you get this off, you would take your olive oil. I use olive oil, salt, and pepper. That's all. That's all I use.
Okay. So hello, Olivia. Hello, Natalia, Eliana Marques. Hello, people. Mônica Iracema. Hello, everyone. Natalia Moura. We're here in Vacaville, California, in my friend's house. And Cody, he showed me how to properly cut meat because we're going to smoke this one, right?
Yeah. So this, because it's not a really big cut of meat, and it's not a meat that is very tough. So if you had something like a pork butt that's really big and it's a lot of meat, you're going to need to smoke that to tenderize it. You're going to need to smoke it for like 10 to 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
With something like this, it's not as big.
So it's like overnight smoke.
Yeah, oh no, you're going to do it. We're going to wake, I usually wake up, something like that. I'm waking up at like 3, 4 in the morning to start it so that we can have it that evening.
Oh, wow.
But it's, you know, a labor of love. With this is something that's a smaller, more tender meat. So I can do this. It usually takes about an hour to do a tri-tip. But what a nice thing to have if you have a smoker is, well, an important thing to have is your digital thermometer. Where it's
digital thermometer.
Yeah, where it's going to tell you what your internal temperature of your smoker, and then you can also, mine has another probe that you can put in the meat so that you can see the internal temperature of the meat. So you just, at that point, I'm watching the internal temperature of the smoker, making sure that I'm keeping that temperature right around 220, 225 is where I like to keep it. And trying to keep it in that range as much as I can.
And you've been doing this kind of barbecue for how long?
About 3 years. I've been barbecuing for longer than that, but I've had the smoker for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
I was doing a lot of barbecuing with ribs.
People are saying, people are live watching us. There's about 30 plus people watching us live. And people are saying, oh my God, I'm hungry.
Well, that's the whole idea. Is you watch it and then you go barbecue for yourself.
Yeah.
But
Oi pra Sertãozinho. E aí, pessoal do Sertãozinho. Estamos ao vivo aqui da Califórnia, em Vacaville. Nada mais apropriado, na Vila da Vaca, a gente fazendo um churrasco. Vacaville. Very good.
Take a little olive oil.
That looks good, man.
You want to massage that into there.
Still trying to go vegan, though. Still trying.
Good luck.
Gonna get there.
You're not gonna do it while you're here.
Yeah, nothing.
Still trying to go vegan.
Not in this house. So when you season your meat, a big thing whenever you're seasoning something is you don't want to have, like for instance, I'm going to add the salt to it. You don't want to have your whatever you're seasoning really close to it.
Oh.
Because what you end up, especially if you're using your hands, because what you end up with is little mounds of seasoning throughout. So what you want to do is you want to keep it higher and try to kind of keep more of a back and forth.
Wow, that looks like a cooking show, man.
Stroke on it so that you're kind
We'll
of
have one.
equally seasoning the top. And you're going to get a little bit of spillover, you're going to lose a little. But in the end, the most important thing you want is an even seasoning throughout. You don't want to have spots that have more than others. You don't have to overpower it with seasoning because, again, with something like this, it's not going to cook a long time. So you just need a little bit of seasonings in it to add to it. You let the meat do most of it. But you can see there, with just a little bit of seasoning, some olive oil, it's really bringing out the color of the meat.
Yeah.
You see that marbling?
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
It looks great.
Where's the pepper?
It looks great. So people, they're watching us. Please answer. Do you like barbecue? Do you barbecue? I love barbecue. Hello, Marcelo from Rio de Janeiro. Eric Harris, Leandro. We're gonna have some meat. And this is black pepper.
Yep.
Organic, Trader Joe's.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
Ground pepper.
This store is so almost all organic. Everything that they have.
Pretty much the whole thing is organic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, eventually, the goal is to do some of this cooking for videos. But the oil that we'd be using for this would be cannabis-infused oil.
Correct.
So that would be
weeds or seed oil.
Yeah, and then we've also done stuff where we've experimented with using hash as part of the seasoning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've done that with...
And what's up with the flavor of it?
The flavor is honestly pretty similar, but you can have it has the cannabis feel to it, and it has some cannabis taste to it.
Yeah.
But it's not overpowering. It's not like something where if you think you add cannabis infused olive oil where it would taste like you're smoking a joint or something like that. It's nothing like that. The food is still the main thing that you get, and as long as if you're making it and the dosing is right, it shouldn't be an experience that's overpowering anyway.
Correct.
If you're having cannabis-infused food, it should be something that's very relaxing.
Let me get my tea. I got this tea here. I really like it because it's pretty much 0 calories. It doesn't have any sugar in it. There's no sugar. Yeah.
Okay, and you can see this is the side where we cut the fat off, and it looks nice. You can't really tell that it had a big cap of fat on it. So everything looks good on this. It's seasoned. We'll let that sit for a second, and then my fire should be blazing out back. And so then I can put that in.
How should it be by now?
I should have a big.
Let's
fire
take a look at it. All right, so let's go outside to take a look at the fire, the smoke. Take a look at the smoke.
I'm gonna dump my coals.
Wow, take a look at that.
And then I'm gonna add to them, and then I'm gonna
Dope.
give it a little bit of.
Wow, I love that. Barbecue.
And This was the torch I was telling you about.
Oh my God, that's a torch.
It's always fun to play with fire.
Oh wow, man. You're gonna weld it, right?
Huh?
You're gonna weld it.
Yeah.
You can easily weld something with this, right?
A little bit. Yeah, you probably could. You could do some basic spot welding with it, probably.
Yeah. Playing with fire. People love it. A bunch of people watching us.
It's always fun to play fire.
I love that. It looks good.
Especially when you have a spark. It's like kind of like a show.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little fireworks show. If we have people watching, mine's making it entertaining.
Good. Love that.
See, now you hear it crackling and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Because it's real wood. If you look on here, what I'm using is not...
Hello, Ildair.
It's lump coal. You see what I'm saying? It's not, it's lump charcoal. So it's burnt down wood.
Lump charcoal.
Natural oak. So it's oak wood that was burnt down until it's charcoal.
Wow. That looks good, man. Listen, so this kind of, can I call this a barbecue?
Yeah, they barbecue. Yeah, it's still
That could be called a barbecue. So how popular is this in America?
Smoked food?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very popular. Yeah, it's definitely becoming more popular because there's a new type of smoker that they have out right now. It's with pellets.
Pellets.
So what it is it's wood that's been taken and pressed together,
Uh-huh.
and then they have it in an electronic smoker.
Electronic
So,
smoker.
You see what I'm doing right now? I got to make the fire. I got to keep the fire going, get it up to temperature, all that. With this, you just you plug it in,
And you got a thermometer.
turn a button, and then it turns on for you. With this, I got to do all the work. But I mean, it's nice for people who want to be able to smoke food but don't want to have to do all this.
Correct.
And so because of that, smoking has gotten a lot bigger because now people got they're called a big brand of them is Traeger.
Traeger.
Traegers. Yeah.
Traegers.
Yeah.
So you mean it's pretty popular? But what do you mean? It's like 50% of people here in America got a smoker in their house. I've never seen this before.
I would say if I was to guess a percentage of Americans who have a smoker, I'd say it's probably like 30 to 35%.
Wow, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Not as many as bathtub, but still.
No, yeah, definitely more bathtubs, more toilets, but it's catching up quick. Well, hopefully in 2019 there'll be more smokers than toilets in America. That's the goal. But I gotta grab my thermometer. But yeah, for right now we just gotta get the temperature going. Get it
Okay. All right. So that's it for right now. And then, if people want to continue watching this, they should go on our Instagram, right?
Yeah, the Ballard's Weed Experience is how you find us.
So I'm gonna link down here in the description for your Instagram, and you're gonna see this experience and much more. Yeah, so please make sure you too follow me on Instagram, and you'll see the story. Yeah, follow us. I'm gonna put the link here in the description so you can follow us on Instagram, and then you see the continuation of this barbecue. Yes.
You get to see when it's done. The good part.
Yeah, and us probably eating it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me finish this in Portuguese. E se você se sente completo analfabeto para falar inglês, acessa o meu site aqui embaixo, inglespomodoro.com.br, e você vai descobrir como você vai levar o seu inglês para o próximo nível em 90 dias. Muito obrigado por assistir. Inscreve-se aí no canal, ativa o sininho. Meu nome é Paulo Nidek. E até a próxima. E no final, pro barbecue, vê lá, segue a gente no Instagram, no link aqui embaixo na descrição. Se você quiser ver o final desse churrasco. Mas se você não quiser ver, não veja, né? Não vai no Instagram não, que tava lá o resultado. Vamos ver se deu certo ou se queimou tudo.